Howdy, y'all.
Hello.
Hello. Alrighty, so Stace and I are here to do a special Mama's Day read for somebody out there. We don't know. We have just asked Spirit to show us what we need to see because when we got home with Glenn, we saw like 4 different messenger birds waiting on us. So we know
Happy
there's a
Mother's
message.
Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all.
All the mothers out there and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep.
we're grateful and thankful.
Yep, and we're gonna do this a little bit different. We're gonna have Stace pull us something, whatever he's feeling from this side, and then we'll see if we can't pull an energetic line since there were 4 freaking birds out there. We know there's messages, so.
I'm feeling like this one.
You're feeling like, which one is that? Oh, clarifying life situations. That's actually a pretty good one. I don't think we've looked at that one in a hot minute. And I think we've only ever used that one once.
Okay.
So,
I just would like to, we would try something different. And I'm
Yeah.
always about doing stuff different.
yeah,
Changes and differences. And it's just a
Mhm.
good thing.
absolutely. Absolutely. I
It's
think
not
changes-
voodoo.
It's not voodoo. It's just energy. We're swapping energy with one another, sharing the energetic auric field with our fellow awakened out there is all. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you
All right.
what, Glenn is definitely not an awakened one. He is absolutely a part of the matrices. So I love that he was open enough to allow me to do his read today. All right, we have Labyrinth of Choices here.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it says chart your course through the perplexing labyrinth of choices, embracing each turn as part of your complex journey. Okay, and I can see that our little time warper fella, or
He's
person,
back
is
on.
back on with us. So,
What up, man?
what up, buddy?
He's in the cosmos. He's in our labyrinth.
Yeah, he is. All right, we
All right.
have somebody. We have a high priestess. This is running across their energy line. A high priestess that wants to do turn the wheel of fortune. This is before we're even pulling an upright here. We've got somebody that's a high priestess and somebody's energy that's pulled a wheel of fortune. This, yep. But I'll tell you what, high priestess who wants to pull the wheel, what you've got here is the 6 of Swords in reverse, which tells me the journey is not going to be easy for whoever this is, okay? It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be, it may even be fraught with some perils. But they're still willing to take it because there's the sun. Whoever this is willing to take this journey. Alrighty. But here we go again, right here. Right past the sun for you is the 5 of Wands, and Mom says yes on this. You're still taking this journey. I wonder if for whoever this high priestess is that wants to spin the wheel of fortune, because the wheel of fortune is, you know, I mean, and we've got that, we've pulled that right on top of this labyrinth of choices. So I wonder if this high priestess who's making these choices realizes that although it's happiness and she wants to use the chariot, there's still, it's not going to be an easy journey. Somebody's taking off on a journey. They're going to do it anyway, even if it causes some fighting, some friction, because for whoever this high priestess is, this new adventure, this new journey, even though it's, you know, not going to be a smooth or easy one to take, they're still insistent that this is the sun for them, and they're going to use that chariot and they're going to spin that wheel. So this is an interesting one for sure, babe. They're definitely willing to navigate the labyrinth of choices, whoever this is. All right, let's see. Who is this? Somebody that's waiting for a message, possibly? From one of those 4 messenger birds that we got today. Let's see, right here and right here. somebody that's taken the journey and somebody that has the expectations. So far we've definitely got everything that supports this high priestess, that this high priestess is definitely taking. Now remember, the high priestess can also be the high priest. So anything? No, not on this side. Can also be the high priest. It doesn't necessarily dictate, you know, it literally is talking about either male or female energy. They want me to take this. There's some love involved in this. Could be a journey or passion of love for whoever this is. This and this, yes. Well, we've got somebody that's held in high honor that may be trying to break out of some bondage here. Might be part of the perilousness of the journey here. What of it? This is an intuitive. This is a highly honored intuitive that's literally trying to break free from some bondage. Mom has these expectations here regardless. And they're moving on. This is like a labor of love for them, whoever this is. Anything else? This, yeah, right here. They're being guided by their ancestors and they are willing to be their own boss. This is somebody that's a highly honored intuitive that they're expecting the journey. My mom is saying that they expect this right here, she says. Right here. They expect some of this to happen on the journey. She's saying no new journey comes that anyone ever takes, is easy. You can't go on a new adventure, a new road, something new without expecting there to be like bumps in the road or, solid heavy waves, is what she's saying. But she's saying that currently they feel like they're in this with their current job situation. They are, however, highly honored intuitives or intuitive that is guided by their ancestors with love, and they are taking this journey. They're definitely taking this journey as we're being shown here, because for them, this is what that journey represents: happiness, creativity. They expect these things right here. So whoever you are, you're going for it. You want something new. And I'm just being asked to deliver this message to whoever this is out there. You are a highly honored intuitive. They're a highly honored intuitive person. You're spinning that wheel regardless. So the labyrinth of choices, my mom says to read to you again, chart your course through the perplexing labyrinth. Of course it's perplexing, right there. You weren't going to get a free and clear journey without it being a little difficult. Embrace each turn as part of your complex journey. You know your journey's complex. You know people are going to be out there saying, well, that's voodoo, that's, dark magic, stuff like that. Anytime you come online, anytime we come up out of the matrix, we can expect exactly, and Stace and I get kind of the same thing. And yet we still are willing to spin the wheel. Takes a little bit of bravery, okay? To understand yourself and see yourself as coming up out of the matrix, you have to expect, the expectation is right here, okay? You expect bumps in the road, okay? It takes time. It takes time to get the sun. The sun is one of the easier things to do, to usually catch. Long as you know you're up and out of that matrix, the sun is easier to catch, but actually taking the journey is, I'm surprised surprised I didn't pull the star for this person, because it's the star, it takes a little bit of work, okay? But this is happiness and joy for this individual, and they are, in fact, going to become highly honored messengers. They are moving on. And, oh, and yeah, Mom says love too. Yes, you're due to be loved, is what my mom is saying. You are definitely moving on as you navigate those bumpy roads from this old stuff, okay? You want to be your own boss. Like Stace and I understand this message quite well. So I'm going to go ahead and get an angel number. You getting some scrying stuff, babe?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, 1919 cycles. 1 and 9 is 10, and 1 and 9 is 10. 10, 10. That's a wheel spin. You've got a wheel spin. Confirmation right there. Karma, warning, judgment, influence, power, cycle, changes, and rebirth. Karma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so that they don't repeat in the future. Make some space for new experiences. That's right here. Whoever it is that wants to take that turn, I carry karma, so whoever this Empress is, I carry karma, so you're literally being told. Clear some things. If you're expecting to take a journey like this, know that this comes for you no matter what, okay? Expect that these things come for you, okay? Clear some space in your life, make some new room, okay? Because, of course, people are gonna say, well, gee, I knew so-and-so, you know, back in 1990, and they were such and such, and this and that, and this and that. It's the cost of the awakening, is the matrix will always, always, always come back for you and say, well, you know, this, that, and the other, when I knew her, you know, 25 years ago, or I knew this guy, you know, 30 years ago. It's part of the process. My mom is saying expect it. It's part of the process. So she's obviously showing Stace and I that we get it. It's not going to be an easy path or an easy journey. Anytime you do this path, people come at you all the time. So there's nothing new in this message for us, for sure, but whoever is thinking about doing this new for yourself, you do have to recognize and realize that that's a part of the journey. It's not the easiest journey in the world. You will have people telling you, not only your past people, but you will also have people telling you that, you know, it's voodoo, it's, you know, and you can be sitting here going, nope, I'm just out of the matrix and I understand how to read energy. I understand the flow. Well, the more light you bring into yourself, the more the darkness comes. That's how balance works in the universe. All right, so we pulled again. Here we go. We have 1919 here, and again we pulled card number 19. Card number 19 is called Forest Temple Enlightenment. Okay? Forest Temple Enlightenment. 1 and 9, yet again, is 10. So, the wheel. Regardless, this person is spinning the wheel. There's an Empress spinning the wheel. All right, the sound of delicate chanting fills the forest. You follow the sound as you walk down a meandering path into a small clearing. Before you, a forest temple becomes visible. As you get closer, it feels that the chanting is penetrating deep into your soul. Something seems to be shifting within you. Everything is the same, yet everything is somehow different. And this is interesting, babe, because we pulled Forest Temple Enlightenment, Labyrinth of Choices. If you go into a forest temple, I think you would probably run into a big-ass labyrinth somewhere. All right, the spirit of the forest temple says positive changes are coming. You are lightening up. feel buoyant and free. Your connection to spirit is deepening, okay? Old beliefs about who you are and what you deserve in life are falling away, replaced by incredible new paths. Replaced by incredible new paths. But the path, my mom is saying to remind whoever this is, just as Stace and I are experiencing it all in the upright, whoever out there is pulling this for themselves, know that your ancestors are with you. You're highly honored. You're a highly honored intuitive. You're a highly honored message bringer. You're going to be a very beloved message bringer, whoever this is for out there, okay? And for you, you see breaking out of the matrix as breaking out of bondage. But you must expect these two cards to be challenges. Any intuitive coming online is going to experience a bazillion people. Any of us, all of us have pasts inside of the matrix. And so you have to expect that matrix piece to come right back at you. So that needs to be something my mom is pointing out that is an expectation for you. We know this, Stace and I know this very well. I mean, we have pasts, heavy, deep past. I mean, we are mid-century. That means we have a lot of pasts. So that's just a part of the process of the awakening, okay? And especially if you're heavily intuitive and you want to move on and you realize, hey, I understand I still have to interact and engage with the matrix, even though I'm awake from it and I can see it, it's very clear to me. You still have to expect that the road to success, the road to these new beautiful things are going to be sometimes choppy waters, right? So that is, and sometimes you're going to have those people come right on. I mean, we've already seen this, right? Like a couple of times we've had people comment on some of our videos, you know, like that's the devil's work or that's this, that, and the other. You know, it's just part of the process, and you have to continue wishing everyone love and light, and, you know, just knowing that that's part of the whole process. All right. Rebirth star, dying star, dust in a vacuum universe, infinite flux. Oh, 369 symbols. You know what? I actually saw a reading yesterday in which 369 came right up, and I'm like, oh, I completely thought of you. The hummingbirds sing, the stairway to freeway, U-turn path, love loudly. Beautiful, babe. I love it. I love it. It's just part of the process, and I would say whoever is also joining many of us others that are on this pathway, welcome, A, you know, welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the journey, but then B, you're being shown that it's never going to be an easy journey. I know they won't let me pull a timeline because this is a divinity question right here. So,
what are we looking for about it?
well, if I said, you know, when is this person going to start their, you know, divination or things like that, my mom, yeah, she's like, you know what I'll say, it's divinity, it is their timeline for them. So, you know.
Let's do something.
What do you want to do?
I'm feeling that.
Oh, you're feeling one of these?
Yes,
Ooh,
I'm feeling that.
Okay. That'd be really cool. You want to pull?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Get some, hopefully the shaking isn't too loud. If we don't have the, see who we get. Let's see who's going on this journey. Maybe we'll get some hints about your names. Okay.
What do we got?
Ooh, we have a K, we have an E, we have another E, we have a P, keep something.
Keep, yeah.
And then we have somebody that likes yellow or the color yellow. And then we have an L and then we have an N. So, I don't
Let's
know.
see.
Or peak.
Keep.
Yeah.
Keep.
Yeah, or keen. Or,
Keen.
Or, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Pen. Okay. Or I'm guessing that since Stace was feeling these, what do you see? Ah,
Is that right?
leap. Take the leap. You're still being encouraged to take the leap. And then,
Leap, yeah.
yes. Okay, and then we still have
Keep the leap.
keep the leap.
Yeah.
Keep the leap going.
Yeah.
Somebody likes the color yellow.
Yeah.
Of course, they also did pull the sun. We know
Yeah.
that the sun as a color is yellow. So, All right, we could also have a Ken.
Yeah.
Somebody named Ken out there.
Ken.
Yeah. We could have a Neil. Okay. Well, welcome to the newer intuitives, whoever you are. Just know that the path is choppy. It is. It really is. When you start, and you're definitely going to be inciting many of our unawakened out there. They will come at you and say, oh, this is this or that or this or that. You know, I always look at the science involved with how we share and exchange energy. We know science is starting to catch up with us. So that's why I'm keeping the path and I'm keeping lean. I'm definitely going to keep this path for me because I'm enjoying it and I love doing the reads. So, and I think that the more we have coming online, the softer our energy gets. So,
I mean, we do this to help and heal, and I've learned a lot too. So I mean, just kind of slow down, don't rush. You know, I used to be the stubborn bull that wanted to plow through everything. So, but now I'm just like, okay, take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time, hurry up, you know.
Don't be late. Yeah, when it's yours to have, it'll come online for you. And Stace and I started this adventure when I could hear my mom saying, it's time to do the fives, it's time to do the fives. It's time to sit down and do the fives and share what we can hear, what we can see. And the more you come up out of the matrix, I mean, if you have that contract for yourself, then it'll come on. That's a divinity question. We know this. So I'm going to roll, see if we can get a little bit of hint for the ages. So we could have somebody that is 23, 21. We could also have somebody that is 32 or 31. Yep, these are some youngins that are working on it.
Yeah.
We've got somebody who really likes exercise running across their line, and then we also have somebody that's being told to head home running across their line as well. So, yeah, this is cool.
Tricky charms,
Yeah, some trinky charms. This is really cool.
Yeah.
Whoever you are out there, newer intuitives, just know that Stace and I understand this perfectly well. We never take offense when people are like, you're doing voodoo, or you're doing whatever. You know, we look at the metaphysics of things, the science of things. You know, we try to look at things from a very smart perspective. Yeah.
Shaman.
Yeah.
Ways.
Yep, he that runs on his children's downlines. I mean, you know, you guys are all very connected to, you know, folks that are, you know, the land here belongs to them, number one. But then number two, this is very interesting.
Oh,
Right
what'd you
here.
get, baby?
Yeah, so we have somebody that has heavy water in the upright, so somebody that's one of the water signs for sure, and these two are attached actually. So we've got the starfish attached to the seashell. So possibly a Cancer, a Scorpio, a Pisces, one of the water signs. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have J, J, and W, some additional lettering for you. Potentials for the new coming on. Yep. We have a Z, we have a 3, the number 3. Here's also their reset token right here. You know, anybody that comes online as an intuitive, you always start reset. And if you're seeing some double zeros,
hit some zeros.
there you go.
Reset button.
Yep. So we also have, I'm guessing maybe some folks surrounding this person. Here we pulled the peacock.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that's not flashy or fancy. That was in the upside down reverse. So we also pulled, this makes me think, you know, we've got a love bug, somebody that is maybe not with somebody at the moment, because this love bug is in the upside down and reverse.
Okay.
But this is an intuitive that's maybe just coming online as a singular person. So, like, we would know it's not you and I because we typically do our stuff together. And then this one is interesting because you're the first one that has ever pulled the mirror in the upright.
Mm-hmm.
This tells me somebody is starting to look at, you know, things and try and determine. What Mom is saying, it's somebody that's trying to determine, well, what is matrixy type things versus, you know, me talking to as above, so below. That's part of the process. Whoever this is coming online and they're taking hard, deep level looks at themselves, you know, those old things in the matrix that do come up for you. Those are things that when we said the karma will come online and the road is bumpy, those are things that come up for anybody that does an awakening, where you have to be willing to look at the mistakes you've made as you've been inside the matrix. And man, I know for Stace and I, there's a million things we can say we've done wrong, we wish we could do over, but then by the time you get out of all of that, as you're taking that deep dive look, you realize, actually, no, I wouldn't have done one of those things over because I was supposed to come this way. I was supposed to awaken. All right, the other thing that's interesting, and how would you see this? This is something that's, it's like a dagger. It's going through somebody's line, but it's one of these fancy ones, though. You know what I mean? Like, I take it more like if this were full size, it would be like a sword that somebody is chopping off. So, like maybe somebody is interested in swords, something like this. And that's just running through their energetic line there. So it's of interest to somebody out there. Yes. I'm just trying to see if Mom has anything else to say about this, because it's somebody who is current. She's saying it's somebody who is also, not only is they're awakening, they're also trying to understand a little bit more about their own history. And their history is maybe attached to this type of stuff right here. So that tells me maybe this is somebody that has Celtic type of roots.
Right.
Because if I were to look at how this sword is, to me this would be something that we would find over in, you know, Ireland or Scotland or England, something like this. Vikings, like somebody might be very interested in the Vikings and their root line along that line. So, all right. Well, we always love it when we see new intuitives coming online. And just know, whoever you are, it definitely looks like you're about to be, I think you're moving on from this piece right here. You're looking to move on, okay? But as Mom says, you have to expect that the water's going to sometimes be choppy, the road's sometimes bumpy, and then yes, of course, people are going to say, oh, that's voodoo, hoodoo, whatever. Like I said, for Stace and I, we expect it. We never take any offense to it. We just let people and their commentary like that stand for us. But whoever this is, you're highly intuitive, and when you do bring your messaging skills online, what I can see and what, you know, Stace and I can see here is that you're going to be a very strong message bringer. All right?
All right.
All right. Well, we hope this was helpful for whoever is coming online for this. I'm wondering, I just wanted to ask. I asked my mom one last thing because, of course, I see the high priestess running along this person's running along their line as they're spinning the wheel and changing things up for themselves. My mom says, in this case, we have several out there, and so high priestess can also be the high priest. Just so whoever this is out there, if you identify as a male, female, doesn't matter. It's about your energy. Okay. All right. Love to all out there.